YouTube? This is the Black Man here with another replay. Before we get started with this replay, I want to remind you guys, if you haven't already, hit the sub button. After I reach 100 subscribers, I'll be doing a giveaway for a box. It's pretty much free to enter, so no worries. I'll even pay for shipping in the United States. Let's make that one clear. Let's see, anything else we can talk about? Oh yeah, I apologize guys if there's a lot of Sky Striker stuff on this channel lately, but I've been playing that deck for 2 weeks now. I play a little bit of Tri Brigade, but mostly it's been Sky Striker because I just really like playing that deck. But hope you guys enjoy this replay. This replay is pretty much the mirror, so you guys can see a lot of cool plays with that. But without further ado, let's get to the replay. Let's see. All right, so when the die roll and I have to go second, he sets 3 back rows. Passes turn. I have Rhoda into Ray. I don't know if it's a mirror yet. I go attack. Try to activate the effect. I was being greedy here, and I got punished by Called by the Grave. Twin Twister on his back rows. I hit a Metal Fusion. I was really greedy, but I figured if I can just somehow out advantage him, I might have a chance. Actually, I draw Upstart Goblin. I play it to see if I can get deeper in the deck. Grab Area 0. I don't do anything. I just pretty much. I think he got on tilt though, because he had a Metal Fusion the turn beforehand. So now he's up on a card on me, and then I go, all right, let's do Area 0 set. He says that's fine. It's funny, I hit Afterburner, I have Afterburner set. Man. So I just end turn, and I think he ends turn again. I end turn, activate Area 0 again. Just trying to hit a single striker, and I hit Rose, which is good. So, hit Rose off of that. Hand is full of hand traps. 3 Veiler, man. Like, that's the worst I've ever drawn, ever. Hayate, poke, effect. Sorry, it's like a lag or something. I don't know what's going on. I send Widow Anchor, Kagari. He Veilers. Man, I don't know why I love when people do that. I don't know why. I'm like, yo, please do that. It's like all your hand traps, man. I'm like trading hand traps for free for the most part. And he has a play now. He goes Ray into Hayate. Then he tries to attack directly. I think I'll let it go through actually because I'm just chilling. I played this mirror a lot a few formats ago, so I don't know how well this guy is into the mirror, but there's some things you just let go through because there's certain checkpoint or pretty much so right here I thought to myself like, okay, he Eagle boosters just to get, he's just trying to get to the Afterburner to pop because I don't have a Ray in graveyard, so he's using a card to really that's all he's using the card for. And I was just like, wow, dude, you could have saved the Eagle booster for later on, but that's what he was going for. And I'm like, dude, man, you could have like Widow Anchored or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that play. Just for the Afterburner, just like you wasted a card for that. Yeah, just to clear it. I'm just like, okay, but I have cards in my deck that can use your cards like Shark Cannon, but whatever. So then he tries to go to Shizuku during the end phase, and I'm like, well, that Eagle Booster could have stopped that, and you'd have probably won the game. I draw Twin Twister, so now I'm like, all right, Area 0, hit for me one good time. And it does. It's Shark Cannon, which is nuts. So that's what I was saying. I was like, should have saved the Eagle Booster on something more stronger. You're trying to get back a Afterburner. Like, come on, man. Trying to do that for an Afterburner, bro? Come on, dog. Kagari effect. Yeah, I'm sort of getting advantage now, though. Hayate. And I'm thinking to myself, like, can I just bait out one more hand trap? And I can trade him with hand traps and a Widow Anchor. So I sent the Area 0 because just to get out of my hand. My own Kagari. Oh, sorry, I misplayed. He was on it, though, dude. Before I even got the freaking Kagari on the field, he was like, no. I'm like, dang, man, calm down. I'm used to just doing the plays. I forgot I already summoned Kagari. My bad. I caught it immediately. But I activate Shizuku. He says it goes through, and I grab it, engage. So now I think I'm the first one to engage. So let's see. And this is how you're supposed to play it. And then he goes... No, I thought it went battle phase. Maybe he changed his mind. He activates Shark Cannon. Probably on my Kagari, they try to activate the effect. And I go, man, he is just, I was like, nah, I'm a Veiler of that. He is loving the Afterburner. Then he goes Zeke, and then I'm like, Widow Anchor, and I'm going to take the Zeke. Because I have Fake Veiler in hand, which is live now. Which he doesn't realize, which, this is the thing with the mirror. If you can Widow Anchor during their turn, it returns it, and it pretty much locks their back row. Like, people forget about this all the time. It, like, locks their quick play spells, all of it. Because it goes into the main monster zone. So, like, yeah, now, like, at least one, maybe both of those are locked now. So I can pretty much do whatever I want to do without any kind of disruptions. And I drew Eco Booster, which comes in clutch now. Like, see how I got advantage back like that. He just didn't play his cards correctly, man. He lets that go. I grab Shark Cannon because I'm trying to think I can banish the Ray in his graveyard. I draw, oh, and that multi-roll was just like an icing on the cake, man. And I know you can't stop this, so I'm going to, like, able to engage. Oh, I grab Afterburner because I'm like, yup, I'm able to hit, like, 3 cards. Which, I mean, I did hit the Hercules base, but I wasn't too concerned about it. I can banish Ray. Like, he needs, like, a Shark Cannon, but I'm going to be so far ahead. I'm setting, like, 2 cards. I'm pinning him on a clock pretty much at this point. Yeah, he's on a clock, and I'm going to set my Eagle Booster and set, like, 2 cards. Yup. And now he needs to have a Shark Cannon or a Ray. And Shark Cannon is not even game. Shark Cannon, I pretty much win the game if it is Shark Cannon. Let's see. He's probably playing triple Shark Cannon if I could guess. Yup, there is one. Wow, I just missed. If I hit the other card, then I would have been definitely game. He goes Kagari and goes Effect. And I think I Veiler the Kagari. And then he goes Scoop Face. So I win game 1, actually. I think he just didn't play his cards right. You got to really optimize your cards in the mirror, man. Like, you can't just be throwing things recklessly like you do at any other matchup. Because they do the exact same thing you do. Like, it's, you got to just play better. So he makes me go first. So I guess he's going to go in second. So I go Hornet Drones, Shizuku. And now I'm like, please have back row hate. Please have hand traps. Yup, there's one hand trap. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he draws a turn, shuffles his hand. Man, he loves that Afterburner. That was probably a misclick on my part. Ends his turn, and then I draw for turn. And I'm not gonna overcommit. I'm not trying to give him any kind of pluses. So he ends his turn again. I draw a Rose. So I'm like, okay, let's get this thing started. Rose into Hayate. And now I'm gonna be like, okay, well, if you love Afterburner so much, I'm going to make you earn this thing then. So when I send with Hayate is Ray, and then I go main phase 2, Shizuku, and I try to search again. And he asks me again. So I'm loving this, man. I love when they do that. Because pretty much the links are just chilling. He activates Cosmic, and then I just change Shared Ride. I'm like, all right. If you search or anything or add back, then I'm going to definitely get some cards out of it. He ends his turn, and I'm like, okay, I don't even know what's going on at this point. So then I go Hayate again. I burn through a lot of links. That's my one thing about this matchup. I shouldn't have burned through so many links so quickly, but I was just trying to get advantage and just have it just snowball out of control. Shizuku again. I'm like, okay, does he have? He hasn't. I mean, he's just trading hand traps, man. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all in one bit because late game you won't have those hand traps. Let's see. Does he finally have a play? Yup, he plays. I mean, I Widow Anchored my Shizuku just so he can't Widow Anchor my Shizuku and take it. So Widow Anchor turns into like a weird ego booster sometimes in this scenario. And then he Shark Cannons Hayate, and then let's see, his Shizuku sets a card in phase, and I just effect Veiler it. So you can't search. So now he's really far behind. I draw into another Veiler. I'm just like, dude, I'm so far ahead at this point. It's ridiculous. Kagari, activate effect. Let's see if he's going to let this ride. He says, yep. And then I add back the Widow Anchor. Going to Hayate. Poke. I probably could have done more. I could have probably taken a Zeke and just destroyed him or something like that. I was playing really conservative. I probably should have made Zeke or something like that at some point. But I sent Engage because I think I was out of Shizuku. So I was like trying to at least get Engage or something like that somehow. But I set a couple cards. In my turn, he's thinking. Let's see. He goes to Hayate, effect. I'm like, I thought about veiling it, but I was like, there's no need to. Actually, this doesn't really. Hayate just combos with Kagari a lot, so you just wait for the Kagari to do anything. So he sends a ray so he doesn't die. He makes Shizuku, and then I'm like, in phase, I Widow Anchor. Yup, he learned how devastating that was the first game, so then yeah, he knows I put that right there. And then now I'm gonna reset the Widow Anchor with multi-roll. And now I'm like, this should be game even by default. I don't even know what you could have. I just test the waters. I'm like, okay, let me test it out. I think it's like a lag or something. And he just scoops. Yeah. I mean, that's the mirror for you guys. Like, I hope you guys enjoy that video. If you do, hit the like button and subscribe. Peace.